Kembo Kembo natata Nzambi ya Manzulu, Nzambi a Kongo, Kongo Kalunga. Congo is love. Greetings to
Hallelujah.
all the Bantu family all over the world, wherever you are. We hope that you are doing well, that you are in good health, that Tanzambe is watching over you as the cloud of witnesses surround you, you and your family, and those who belong to your household. Greetings to all. So we will just wait for a minute that people can come in. Hallelujah. So, Masa, I
Yeah,
understood that you were very busy. Huh? How are you doing today?
I'm fine, my brother. I'm fine. We are still wrestling against principalities. We are still wrestling
Mhm.
against things that are not flesh and blood. You know, and we are still wrestling against the curses that are still hanging on us or on our people, which means that we will always fight not only for us but also fight for the others automatically, because everything what you do, you need others, and if the others are not so strong like you are, or not so wise, or like you are, you have always to take them with you, and that's why we are carrying a big burden. Yeah, yeah.
That's right. That's right. So, what have you been doing these last days? The past week?
Oh, that's a good question, my brother. I want to show you a little. I have here a little video from my
Mhm.
wife's phone. She made a video. Of it.
Yeah, please do share.
Can you? I don't know how to. I think I can't share. I'm with my phone online. Can you see that?
Okay, but keep it before the camera.
Wait a minute.
Oh, if you send it to me by WhatsApp, then I can share it.
Do you see me there?
I
So
can see
next
you.
is
I can see it, but
so
it's a bit
so
small.
I
What
was in the
happened? Can you
Congo.
explain what
I
happened
was in
there?
the Congo, huh? And I was in front of the elders, and they in the city in Kinshasa, yeah, and they invited 20 pastors, like 13 gunzas and elders. They came in one place. Why? Because the Spirit said that it was time for me to come to the Congo. Me myself, I was in the Congo to visiting my wife's family. Hey, you have a nice light there. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hmm? Yeah.
Me myself, I was in. I I went to the Congo to visit my wife's family to see how the Congo looks like.
Wow.
And yeah, then there, because I like church, I like assemblies,
A lot of
Kilongo, like
people.
we used to. Yes, I love
Hmm?
people. And I said, let us pray and whatever. And I went to Ngunza from Kimbangu. And that guy, he's very, very popular. He's very well known.
What is his name?
And Chimbangu, Mbuta Chimbangu.
Buta
He's a,
Chimbangu.
Mbuta Chimbangu. He's a Muluba. The most of the people today that carries the truth about the Congo are not the
Mhm.
Congos, the Bakongos no more. Most of them come from Baluba. I was
Most of them
surprised.
are Baluba.
Many are Baluba. The Balubas, they are yeah, they are learning from the Bakongo, the spirituality, and
Hmm.
then they are practicing. And this Mbuta Chibangu, he also was initiated by another Mbuta, huh? And he has a Kilongo. Kilongo is like a tabernacle, but
Yes,
tabernacle
assembly.
from the exactly assembly. And the spirit came over him, his wife, whatever, and yeah, I was surprised. They started to telling me everything and say, look, we waited for you so long, you know.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, yeah. And they started to they called all these pastors and whatever, and then I have the video here, like you saw. They prayed for me, uh, and the spirit. Even you see what the spirit was saying, that everyone was in spirit there, shaking, and you could see how people starting prophesying, even children, brother. And they
Hmm.
was moved. They brother, my woman was shocked. You know, they started to say everything in my life and things that was wrong in my lineage. All the problems must be removed because I was honored to see the ancestors, brother. To see
Hmm.
Tatanzami and the heavens open. Brother, they give me oil, they gave me all the instruments that the Congo had, all the knowledge that the Congo had, pastors and gunzas and everyone that has something to do with the Most High came and put the hands on me, brother. Brother, I
Man.
was like, whoa. And after that,
Power,
brother,
power,
exactly.
power.
After that, the best thing I will tell you, it sounds arrogant, but they all came and started to say, you are now bigger than us. You are now bigger than me. You are now bigger than me. And
Mhm.
every one of them was like telling me, now go. And brother, hey, this is it. The complete assembly. I started to in the spirit to heal one another, prophesying, healing, pam, pam, pam.
You
Like
started
brother,
healing.
yeah, yeah.
You started
You
healing
can see
them.
there that others are falling, and everything what was against everyone that has any problem, brother, it was removed. Yeah,
Yeah, powerful.
brother. This is what I have done, and you, yeah, yeah.
Hmm? Okay, Okomi Moto Moto.
Oh,
Hmm?
brother,
Okomi Moto ya
brother,
Zulu.
brother. I was already,
Moto ya Yamazulu.
and we are moving. We keep moving,
Hmm?
brother.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a different level.
Brother, I don't
You know,
care. You
when
know what people say. I don't care what people say, brother,
Mhm.
because we are at war. You know, we are at war. You have your flesh needs something, and your spirit needs something as well. If someone only comes to make his money, whatever, then let him do his money. It's also part of life. But you have to know our spirit has also to grow, not only our belly or our
Exactly,
body. So
exactly.
there it is. We have one problem today. If I'm here in Angola, I don't know where to go to pray. Okay?
Hmm.
I don't know where to go there. If I go to the Tokwis church, it's okay to go to the Tokwis church, but you see that Christianity comes out too much. If you go to the Kimbangis church, you see that there are some things that it will be that I will miss. If I go to some of my friends that are preachers and pastors here, they do not wear cover their heads and whatever. These are Hallelujah Hallelujah churches. So I Tatanzambi have told me that one day I will have my own, So I have to do my best also to grow and to one day
Hmm.
also to build my own, And yes, but normally they the problem of our teachings today is we do not do science. They just pray, hallelujah, hallelujah, and the biggest problem is they just listen to one guy. It's the pastor. It's only him. He talks everything what he say. Hallelujah, yeah, you're right, whatever. But this doesn't feed my spirit. I have to get answers. I have to hear Tatan Zambi's voice. I have to hear the things that are secrets that can give me more strength and wisdom to build things, to do things, pure science.
Yeah.
And this is what you can't see in the churches.
Hmm.
And for me, it's not good to go there.
Yeah, you're definitely right. When we look at our um, social structure, how our ancestors built the land, the community. Yeah, they built it on a threefold principle, what they called makuku matatu, malamba Congo. So in that principle, you don't only have the spiritual aspect, like in church everything is just the spiritual aspect, just prayer, the word, fasting, all night prayer, etc. But you have the nsaku, right, which is the spiritual side, And then you have the Nzinga, the political side, but you also have the Panzu, which is the scientifical aspect. So when everything works together, that's the way you truly build a people.
Exactly.
Yeah? And that's what we need. You know, some people are called to do what you do. No, you are called to do what you do. I am called to do what I do, and not all of us are longi, right?
Hmm.
Not all of us are Saku, or not all of us are Ngunza, not all of us have the same calling and manifestation. So we must know in which category we fall, yeah, and so that you can live your life to the fullest according to your assignment.
Exactly. There was
Yeah, but that's
someone after all this they asked Yaya. Sorry to disturb you. After all this, they someone asked, how much do I have to pay to become a ngunza? You know.
huh? Who asked that?
How much do someone in Europe, because they know in Europe already I do, I have a tabernacle, right? And I sent some
Mm-mm.
photos there to my mom, and she sent it to some people there in the shop, and they asked, how much do I have to pay to become a Ngunza?
So
The
they want to
problem
buy
is,
the power
how
now.
much do you have to pay to become a king? Today, the
Mm.
people call themselves kings like that, you know? Today, people call themselves doctors or whatever. This is Angola, or where you can buy everything and call yourself later a doctor or whatever. No, in our spirituality, in our ancient traditions, you must be initiated. It's like in the Black Panther movie, yeah,
I
yeah.
know, my brother.
Eh?
We
It's
have
all
the
it's
initiative
occult,
tools.
brother.
Yeah.
It's
You cannot
occult, no
practice
joke.
something. Yes, you cannot practice something or call yourself something unless you are initiated and the
Exactly.
elders are there to affirm. It's normal. You know, it's about
Yeah. What is about
we,
you? I also followed you, and I know that you wasn't in Europe. You traveled a little bit.
yeah, some people thought I run
Showed me some
away, you
photos.
know. Yeah, really. Some people thought I run off. Like, it was too much for him. He
I saw
ran.
some Yaya videos, and I heard that some people attacking and stuff. People must really stop with that kinds of things, you know.
Yeah.
Where's the love? Where's the love?
Where's the Zola? And I am not here, and I know you are not here online to receive affirmation from people, or validation of people. No, I don't need YouTube. You understand? I do not need YouTube. And I know definitely you do not need. We are here for the people. Yes.
Get that.
Just in this short while that I was gone, people will, calling me, sending me messages. Where are you? Where are you? You're not online. What happened? I said, hey, I'm good. I'm just traveling with the family. So we went to Curacao for 2.5 weeks, and we had a good time. And I did some research over there about the history of Curacao. And as I suspected, I told my wife's uncle, like a year ago, I told them from, hey, you people, your ancestors came from Curacao. They didn't believe me. Okay. Now, they had some words in the language, what they call papiamento, papiamento. So they have some words in papiamento that resemble Kikongo and Lingala words. And so I began to explain to him the meaning of those words. He was amazed. He was like, wow, okay, tell me more. Now, when I visit Curacao, I went to the museum. Yes. And there are some things that really confirm that many people, at least more than 50% of the people the slaves who inhabited and worked on the plantations of Curacao came from the Congo. Yes, and one third came from Ghana, the Ashanti and Yoruba. Yeah, the
Exactly.
other came from different parts of Africa. Yes. Now, in 1482, the Portuguese began to really come and to enter into Africa. Right? They came into the kingdom of Angola, Congo. And we know Diego Cow, Diego the dog, Diego Cow came and he witnessed the beauty and the greatness of Africa, of Congo, Angola. He went back to tell the story, and that was the moment that they began to come in as a, as a flood, to come and to come.
Exactly.
They began to, the story. They began to convert.
Negotiating, and they begin to become friends with our kings.
And they told the king's lies. eh? They told the king's lies, like we are coming to help you, to help you grow and develop the country, etc. They told lies, so the king trusted, and they converted to Christianity. Um, yeah, I will not make it too long. Um, Later, in the 1500, they begin to enslave the Angolan, Congo, Angola. They begin to enslave, and many of the slaves who were brought to Curacao, they came from places as Loango, Cabina, and Benguela. Yes, and some were stolen from the inner parts of Congo. But most of them came from Loango, Cabinda, and Benguela, put in a boat and shipped uh, to Curacao. Now, if if people do just a short history, in at school they talk a little bit here in the Netherlands. They talk a little bit over the Dutch West India Company, but not much, because the Dutch were also great enslavers. Yes,
One of the biggest.
ah,
Hmm?
my
One of the
brother.
biggest, brother.
Hmm?
One of the biggest.
The,
This is the problem of the Netherlands. They never
mhm.
talk about those kinds of things.
They
They are
never talk about.
very dangerous people still today.
Mm.
Mm.
Hmm. So
You
they
have a
had
lot
this
of people
Dutch
of Curacao
West
there, huh?
India
Yeah.
Company.
You
Yes,
have a
and
lot
that
of people from Curacao there, from the islands in Netherlands, huh? Curacao and other people that come from the islands in Netherlands.
a lot of people in the
You,
Netherlands.
yeah, if you have a lot of people from they come from the islands in
Oh
Netherlands.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You have people from the islands. From now you have people from Bonaire, Curacao, and Aruba. Yes, or in the right order: Aruba, Curacao, Bonaire. Um, and you also have many people from Suriname.
You,
Suriname. Most people do not even know where Suriname is, but it's in South Africa, in the northeast above Brazil. The northeast above Brazil. And you also have people coming in from. You also have many Jamaicans here in the Netherlands. Yeah, you also have Jamaicans,
interesting.
Brazilians. It's a mix, man. A lot of.
And not because of the weed, right?
I think because of the free weed. You can just smoke. You can smoke everywhere. It's crazy. People smoke weed everywhere here in the Netherlands. In the metro, in the bus, in the train. It's
My
crazy.
goodness.
Yeah, so the West Indies Company was a Dutch rule, um, and when they took slaves, because they realized that the island of Curacao was not that valuable for them because it didn't have natural resources. Yes. So
Yes.
what they decided to do is to make Curacao like a hub, like a hub. So they brought all the slaves there, and Curacao became the most important economic yeah, center, where when they sell slaves. So they brought the slaves to Curacao, and it became a hub, economic center where they were just selling slaves. Yes, and one of the other important activities was how do you say that, piracy? Yes, piracy. Just going and robbing people, things like that. Piracy. So the Atlantic slave trade brought all, no, not all, but many of the slave they passed to Curacao, and they were sold, and they went to Jamaica, Trinidad, and they went to Brazil, they went on to New York or whatever, and New York was also owned by the Dutch. Yes, the state New York was formerly owned by the Dutch. Now I have some footage that I can share just to
Yes.
show you the connection, with Congo.
Hallelujah.
Okay, let me share the screen. Okay, now you see those double pillars. Those double pillars in between, yes, beneath the bell, slaves were hanged and they were beaten, if they didn't obey the slave master. They were
My
beaten
goodness.
and beaten and beaten. So I will play the video. Mm, Yeah, and I don't know if it's playing very perfect, but because it's mm, okay. Now, now this is very interesting. Okay, this house here,
Yes.
very interesting. Okay, it reads Bruja Hut. Now, Bruja in so if there's someone here who speaks Papiamento, you can correct me. But as I remember, Bruja means witchcraft. Yes, in Papiamento, witchcraft. So they're calling this hut the hut of witchcraft. Bruja hut used to take care of whipped and sick slaves. Yes, whipped and sick slaves. Okay, all right, no problem.
Like a medical center or something like
Um, yes, yes. Let us go into this hut. This is crazy. What you will see. Whipped and sick slaves. Now the sick and whipped slaves entered this brewer hut. This hut over here, and there is what they were taken care of. Original historical original historical cabin of plantation workers of Curacao. Now, what do you make of this word kunuku houses?
that?
Now,
Go ahead, yeah.
to me, if you remove the K, the first K in U, nuku, it reminds me of Nkulu, yes, which means ancestor. Plantation, Curacao. Nkulu, in Kikongo for Kunuku houses. Kunuku houses. Sounds African, right? Kunuku is a Kikongo word. Kunuku it comes from Nkulu. Nkulu. Yes, Kunuku is from Nkulu. Now, these are all images that they have in that hut. Yes, they have all these images there in that hut, these figures. And these figures traditionally were called statues of Nkisi, right? Hmm. Now, in this hut, they used to heal people traditionally with herbs and things like that,
I
with
see.
herbs and special medicines that they made and they used to treat people and to heal them. Yeah, that's why it was called a hut of healing. Yes, a hut of healing. But the colonizers called it a house of witchcraft. All right. Which means ancestor. So I know people will be triggered by just watching these images. Oh, witchcraft! You see, they worship statues. Oh." Hey,
Mm.
that's not what we do. We are just showing you history, okay? If you triggered, go watch something else. Interesting. It's the fetish house, as the European will call it. The fetish house. Yes, and fetish. Yes, and fetish means artificial. Yes, artificial. So when the Portuguese came into Congo, all right, and when they were studying the language and translating the word, first of all, they connected Nkisi with the Most High because Kisi is synonymous with Mpungu. Yes, so they knew that Kisi in its origin means the force of the universe. Yes.
Hallelujah.
Later, another European came, who wanted to have his own understanding, and he translated Nkisi with fetishism. Fetish.
But
Fetish meaning
TC still
artificial.
today it exists in the European language as well, but it is like medicine. Medicine.
Yes. Yes.
Medicine
Kisi is
comes
also
from
medicine.
Kisi. Hmm?
Kisi is also medicine. And that's
Yeah.
the richness of the Kikongo languages. They have multiple meanings depending in the context that you mention them. Okay, let's continue. And these are seashells, no? Seashells, which have spiritual significance in Congo. Now, let's read something. Now, this is interesting. I don't know if you can read it, but I will just read it. All emotions, fetish, all emotions of the society are projected onto fetish images. Which are those objects you saw? Images and objects, positive emotions, mana. Yeah, yeah, mana. It's a deep word, mana. We have to, it means a lot of things. Onto white and negative, taboo, onto black objects and figures. By projection, one hopes to get rid of negative emotions or at least be enabled to handle them better. Western psychotherapy has adopted this method. You see how wicked these people are?
Yeah.
They
That's
say,
what I
hey, what you
mean.
do is witchcraft,
This is what
but
you
at the
say.
same
Kisi.
time, they adopt it, they take it, they do it.
Yeah, because in medicine, Kisi still today exists as healing practice, white or black magic, and this is what medicine. Huh?
Mhm,
Medicine is white or black magic. Hmm? This is what they use with chemical things,
mhm.
and the base from it comes from us, the source.
Yes. So
Wow.
what's the difference if I take certain herbs, I work them, I mix them, and give you to drink as a potion, and you go to the pharmacia, you buy a pill. That pill also comes from herbs. So what's the difference? Yeah. Kadi ang Pemba. All emotions of the society are projected onto fetish religious
Okay.
objects. Positive emotions, mana, onto white, negative, taboo, onto black objects and figures by projection. We just skip this. We discussed it already. It is in the papiamento for those who are papiamentos. Tabato. Okay, now this is interesting. Okay. Yoruba divinity board. Now, Yoruba people from Ghana were also in Curacao, like I said. Yeah? Many of Ghana, Ashanti, Yoruba were also taken and brought to Curacao. And some of those statues, those images that you saw, came from them. Yoruba, Ashanti, those people were also in Curacao as slaves, brought over. And this is what the Yoruba were also and here. You know, the Yoruba masks are also very ugly. It is definitely from Congo, I think. I'm not sure, but it looks Congo. Yoruba divinity board, Nigeria. Okay. Now, here. Now look at this. Songo of Congo in Kinshasa. Fetish figure made of wood, chicken, feathers, fibers, metals, and mud. So here you see that many of the slaves who were taken from West Africa also arrived at Curacao. As you can see here, Songe of Congo. Yes, so we saw the Yoruba from Nigeria. Ashanti were also taken. Yes, I don't have it here, but the Ashanti were also taken, and we see here the Congo people, sons or daughters of Congo, also were brought to Curacao.
Brother, even from Kinshasa.
From Kinshasa,
Kinshasa.
my brother.
Kinshasa.
From Kinshasa.
You see, I had.
Uh,
Do you know the story? It was not in the very beginning, but in the midst. I had a brother here on my show. His name was Kojo. Did you ever heard about Kojo Bente?
no.
A very talented, very very powerful preacher. Um, he was a pastor, a former pastor in the Ghana, and yes, he met his ancestors, and he found out that for him the Bible isn't true no more and stuff like that. You know, controversial too much. And what the best thing that he found out was that uh, that Ghana is more connected to Egypt. This is also what I think he will also say something about it. It was very very connected to Egypt, and after that, he wanted to, because he came on online on my channel, and he wanted to give his perspective of history and spirituality. And I had also sisters from Curacao in my group, and you know, I am very, very, very open to people. You know, everyone can do what he wants, whatever. I'm not the one that says, "Don't go to this, don't do this, don't do this." And this was a mistake because the sister, she was very good with me. You know, we were you know, we talked like very often. And what she do? Uh, because this is the time where I did tabernacle. That Nzambi healed 70 persons in one tabernacle, 50 helping with prophecies, whatever, for this sister, this wasn't enough. She
Mm,
started to take exactly. She started to take in people and telling them, "Look, we come from Curacao, we
mm-hmm,
are from Ghana, we
mm-hmm.
are from Nigeria," and me myself, in the beginning, I was like, okay, maybe she do not really know what she's doing. She was like, "Maza, you are also watching this guy," and I said, I say, I really do not watch too many YouTube because I do also a lot of other things.
Yes, of course.
Me, I have no time,
Don't
and
think that we sit down and watch YouTube videos the whole day.
but no, I know you're watching. I said,
We
no,
also work.
watch that guy. I was like, that guy was working for me. So how look, and it was very funny at the end. She's starting to taking people to that guy starting to trying to opening the people's third eye, to doing sacrifices, blood sacrifices, whatever, and he's doing it still
What?
today. Yes, you can
Blood
ask many
sacrifice.
brothers and sisters. There was many brothers and sisters gave even testimonies about this event, what happened there. She took
Mm.
many brothers astray to that guy, and he started to do different kinds of things on them. So people from Curacao, you are also from Congo, very important.
Yes, you are
We
not only
have different kinds of
Ghana.
spiritualities here. It's not
Mhm.
like if I start saying that I became a Gunza, oh, now he became a witch. Be very careful here.
Yes, exact, exact. Now, you see, so if you are from Curacao, you're not only from Ghana or Nigeria, yeah, Ashanti or Yoruba, but we also have Congos. Okay, we do have Congo. Look at that, Congo, Kinshasa even.
Hmm.
Mm.
Wow.
Olongwa. You see, here's your Congo history, brothers and sisters. Congos were here. The Yoruba were here. The Congos were here. Ancestors. Congo. Yeah. So you see, once again, those seashells, which have a spiritual significance in Congo. Oh, wow, truly amazing. Now here we enter. I think, yeah. Here you see what's happening. Oh yeah, let me show you this map. So this is a map of Africa. Um, but look here. I don't see if you can see my cursor, but here is written Ethiopische Meer. It's Dutch. If we translate it in English, it says the Sea of
So
Ethiopia.
Ethiopia. Exactly.
Yes, the Sea of Ethiopia. So these waters over here were called the Ethiopian Sea.
Mhm. It's also Africa is called Ethiopia.
Yes, yes. And if I remember Ethiopia in the language of the Gunzas, one Gunza explained it one day. He said Ethiopia also means the land of those who practice wisdom, something like that. Yeah? But this sea was called the Sea of Ethiopia. This map is from 1844. En hier is written nieuwste kaarten van Afrika. The newest card of Africa. 1844. Now, in the most recent maps, you won't see it anymore. The Sea of Ethiopia, that part has been removed. It's a powerful map. Okay. Now here they are examining a slave. No, they have caught a slave and they are just examining a slave. And these were people from Amsterdam. See here, Amsterdam, 1684. Mm. So the European. Please, people, the European were no small boys during transatlantic slave trade. Yes, even though they are a small country, but they were not a small boy in the slave trade. Examining slaves in the Bedouin fund. Okay, let's look how they are transporting this slave over here like an animal. Yes, like an animal. And this were the Dutch, eh?
Mhm. About them, we have to talk a little bit more about them. Very dangerous people. And even the
Yeah,
Turkish, all of them came to Africa, but no one knows that, you know? No one knows
yeah,
that.
I know. The Turks also stole a lot of African from Africa.
Yes.
Yes, and you know that in the army of King Leopold, yes, he had many black people.
Mm.
And his army was filled with black people. Yes, and when he wanted to recruit more for his, to increase his army, he went to Venice in Italy because Venice in those days was actually a city of black people, of Negroes. So he went to Venice in Italy to increase, his army, to get soldiers, to recruit. So when you read in the Bible that Paulo was talking about going to Italy, why was he interested in Italy? Italy was a land of Negroes. Yes. And if you do a study in the south of Italy, you will see that many of them descended from Negroes and have Negro blood, in the south of Italy. Okay. It is some Dutch guy. Now, here you see it, Venice, center of North African slave trade. Blackamoor. Yeah.
Yes.
Blackamoor just means black, black. Moor means black. It does not mean Arabic. It means black. It
Exactly.
comes from Maurus, Muiri, black.
They even say Negro to it.
Yes, they also say Negro. And here I have a statue from a blackamoor, from a Moor. And they were, this guy, they had good clothes, good taste. Mm, These guys, what are they? Bantu? Yeah, these Negroes, blackamoor. Look at that, the fringes. I know the Hebrew Israelite love the fringes. Look at here, the fringes. Yeah, man, what a clothing, majestic. Yeah, majestic. Look at those krills. Yes, Sister Brenda. Timothy was in Italy. He was black. He was a blackamoor. So said. Um, okay, these were the Indians. They were also killing the Indians, over there. Because Curacao also had Araqua, something like that, Indians, Araquan Indians. So they were killing them, all those Indians. And many of those Indians also committed suicide because they couldn't handle what the Mundele were doing. So they committed mass suicides. And here you see a woman being marked. The Portuguese and the Dutch, they brought most of the slaves to Curacao. And
We
because
have,
they
I
replaced
think
the
there,
Spaniards.
we have a lot of mixed people over there. Hmm?
In Curacao, oh yes. Everywhere, all the everywhere our people were brought, they mixed, you know. Everyone who was taken mixed.
Mhm.
Even on the continent, people mixed.
Exactly. Did you feel something like hatred against blacker skinned people over there?
Over there? No, no, I didn't
Maybe
feel
not
it.
because you have money in your pocket, but now if you go there to these corners there where people used to be usually black and normal, you will see it's like almost everywhere. Then we would see people suffer that are darker than the
Mhm.
others, isn't it?
Yes, yes, that's exactly. You're totally right. I haven't witnessed it, that discrimination, but it does exist. It does exist. I haven't, experienced it, but it does exist. They do discriminate. If you are darker, you will put aside, and they prefer someone who is a bit lighter. But what's happening now, um, the Muyindu and the black people, the Muyindu in Curacao, they will become a minority. Yes.
Because of the mixture.
Yes, not only because of the mixture, but a lot of people from Venezuela, from the Netherlands, Americans, they are going there. They are starting businesses, doing some things, and you also have people from China. The Chinese is everywhere, man. They even from Curacao. And I don't love to go to Chinese because the people of Curacao, they love the Chinese, eh? They love China food. It's I don't like it. First of all, they are dirty. Okay, most of the restaurants to me, hey man, no, 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 jamais.
Brother,
But
they cook in 2 minutes. Did you ever see an African with my mom or my wife cooking in 2 minutes?
That's
Hmm?
crazy.
What is this for food? Hmm? You see?
Yeah, man. So there's a lot of mixture now in Curacao. It used to be all black. It used to be total black in the past, but now you have all kind of mix there. All kind
Because
of.
I know, before I ask you something else, that in those areas, in the islands, um, that even in television, it is hard to see black people. They
Mhm.
used they used to prefer lighter skinned people
That's
in
right.
all aspects.
That's right. Because they consider light skin. Oh, wait a minute. Let me put my charger. My battery is running. Okay. Oh, yes. They forget.
Yeah, yeah, something's wrong with your connection. Hello? Oh, I am the only one now here online. Let's wait for your Kifis. So today Yaya is preaching, but I can say very clear. Um, my sister used to travel very often, and she said very clear the people are, and even in Haiti or in the almost everywhere in the Caribbeans, they are very very racist. Which means she had a friend. Um, this friend, she went clubbing. She came a little bit late to her hotel, and the people in the hotel that wanted to let her in, they thought she would be a prostitute or something like that, and only because she's black, because they thought,
Mm.
oh, how can it be that a black person goes into this hotel? So another question, because my sister is married to where does he come from? Uh, uh, what is there in Curacao on the on the right side down there?
Aruba,
No,
Bonaire,
no.
Trinidad,
Oh, it came. Don Rep,
Cuba.
the Dominican Republic.
Dominicaanse Republiek. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
So, is there something like an awakening going there? Did you see something when you talk to the people? Did you try to? I know you went there to for family
Yes.
place stuff,
Yes. I
but did you
talk.
see an awakening going on over there?
Most of them are sleeping like babies. Yeah. I'm telling you, brother. These people, hey, Bazola la Pongia
Party, party,
Makasi.
party, brother! In the
Yes.
hottest way.
Komela Masanga, Basi, the good life.
Prostitution. Oh no, no, no.
Yeah, man. No, they
Eh,
enjoy it. They have the life.
they live.
Enjoy
They
it.
live.
They
Babies
live.
everywhere.
I talked to some people. I made them aware, of their heritage, where they come from. No, I talk especially with my brother-in-law. No, I talk to my father-in-law, just with a family, to make them aware. Um, some of them do know that they come from Africa, but they are not really awakened. You know what, brother? The islands which were colonized, not only the islands, but every nation that was colonized by the Mundele
Yes.
was made Christian, or let's say Catholic. Yes. And the
Oh,
Catholic spirit, the Catholic Christian spirit
it's an
is very
evil one.
strong.
Mhm.
It's strong. That religious spirit is very strong. So I showed them the proofs because I was not alone, in this museum. So I showed them, look, this is where you come from. This is your history. They were like, yeah, yeah, okay, okay. They don't care. It's crazy. Yeah, most of them they don't care. Yeah, my brother-in-law
but yeah,
understood.
yeah. One thing, because even my sisters now he wants to marry her because he has no money. You know how it is in Europe with $1,200 and whatever. But better than in his country, by the way. Okay, for his country is a lot of money, but it's not like in Angola here. Okay, some people always think like Caribbeans, because no one talks a lot about Caribbeans. People in the Caribbeans are suffering in the islands, but no one talks
Yes,
about them.
yes,
They are suffering more
that's
than
right.
people in Africa. You
So
know,
if you are here, you're from the Caribbean, you are watching this broadcast, we love you. Yeah, you are a child of Africa.
Ingeta, come home.
Yeah. Yes. You are a child of Africa. We love you. Yeah. And this video is for you to show you who you are. Yes. You
Ingeta,
come from Congo and maybe from Ghana, Nigeria. Yeah.
yes.
But look at this. If you the Caribou, yeah, the Caribou, if you exchange some letters, you get Kabiru.
Or
Crazy.
Habiru, like Hebrew or something like that.
Yes. Yeah, you get Kabiru. Okay. Here you see. Okay, these are our Indians. You see here Indians. You know, he stole some bread. That's this scene. In this scene, he stole bread. Now, the colonizers, as punishment, they gave that dog the order to open up his stomach. Yes, and that's what
My
you see
goodness.
here. Yes,
Yes.
insane. And these were Dutch, yeah? The Dutch. The Dutch. The lovely Dutch. That's why they are, compensating now with allowing people to use free drugs, just to forget.
I tell you.
And here you see the Indians once again, the Arakan Indians. And you see them in this scene, they are killing themselves. Because they couldn't take the slavery and the brutality of the Mundele. So you see them killing themselves. This guy is stabbing himself. This woman over here is drinking poison. And you see dead bodies, Look at this dead bodies here, here, there. Because they pervert. Yeah, this guy, look at this, killing himself. People hang themselves over there.
This is what they do as well in the time of coronavirus,
Hmm. Killing themselves. See? Yeah. Now here you see people hang themselves in trees. You see? This one is jumping from a cliff over here. Now this woman tried to save her baby. Ah, insane. Okay. Now let me show you another footage. It's also very interesting. No, and it's also a nice footage.
Did you talk also? Did you had any conversation with someone about kisi or spiritual things? Because they believe in spiritual things. They believe in evil
Um,
things. They believe our brothers over there believe in you know like voodoo stuff. Like evil things. You know, and this is me myself I
Clearly,
come from
those
Germany.
people
If we say to someone this
who
this this exists, we will be like, no, this doesn't exist. Even in Americas, we know people will be like, that these kinds of things exist only in Africa. But if you see Jamaica, Haiti, all of the people from the islands, all of our people in the islands, they know a little bit more about this spiritual things, that is happening through our culture or through the culture from the Muzungu, because the Muzungu is evil as well, but no one really understands what he does.
hear me, Masa.
Hmm? Hello?
Something wrong with my sound.
Yes,
I can't hear you.
I hear you. Hello, yeah.
Do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
Oh, I can hear you. Have you muted yourself or something?
No.
Oh, okay, look, now you're back. Okay. The sound disappeared for some crazy
Mhm.
reason. And my connection, Wi Fi is also tripping on me,
Brother, I
man.
think you are the one that is tripping.
Yes, my Wi Fi is tripping. And I am on the fastest connection. But ja, dat doe het uit dan. Hm. Je weet dat ik live ben, hè? Kijk, wacht. Jij was het. Waarom heb je dan
You have
geconnect
to.
met mijn laptop? Huh? Hoe is dat geconnect dan? It's my daughter, man. She was the guilty one. Okay. Bye bye. All right. She stole my sound, with her headless.
I know.
Ongelooflijk.
My goodness.
Yeah. Look at this. Look at this guy. Huh?
Mhm.
Majestic. This is how we were dressing. Not like what they told us. Running naked, like savages. Look at this guy. Look at his staff. Look at his staff. Hmm. As a king, as een fumu. Okay, this
It's a kingdom.
beautiful.
It's a kingdom of Congo, brother.
You can see it, right?
Mhm.
Look at this.
Luango,
Brothers
Congo.
and sisters of Curacao. Look at your heritage here. The Kingdom of Congo in Curacao. Why is Curacao honoring Congo? Because 15% of the
Wow.
slaves were from Congo.
Hmm. Wow.
Now here you see the King of Congo. Yes, people bowing. Europeans bowing down to the King of
Yes.
Congo. Yes, these are Europeans bowing down for the King of Congo. What they will do again? Even, let's read. De bewindvoerders in Afrika gingen samen met de Europeanen over het exploiteren van de Afrikaanse massa. Okay, it said here that the kings of Africa, together with the Europeans, discussed the exploitation of Africans. Okay, it's in Dutch. We know how that discussion went, but there are some
All
pictures
this,
here.
all this shows us, all this shows us that we are one. That
Yeah,
we,
yeah.
that we have first to find our color again, and not separating. Because someone comes from Nigeria or Ghana or the islands or whatever, or the Americas or Europe. We should first unite in color. It's
Mm-hmm.
very, very important
Very important.
because we are so separated. We're
They're
separated
so
in
divided.
language, we're separated in culture, we're separated in tribes. My goodness, everyone lives, I don't know where. The Chinese, all the Chinese live in China, all the Europeans live in Europe, all
Mhm.
the so-called white Americans, whatever, you live in
Let all
America,
the
and
blacks
we are
live in
separated, we are
Africa.
almost everywhere. Yeah. What is this?
Yeah. What you see here, Malungo is the ship that went to Brazil, Brazilian ship. Malongwe, the ship that went to Trinidad. And Batiment, the ship that went to Haiti.
My family tribe's name is Kimalungu.
Kimalongo. Ah, yes. And those names are Congo names, eh?
Mhm.
Malongo, Malungu. Congo names, they're not Dutch. Dit is Zwarte Piet, Black Pete. Have you ever heard about from Black Pete? Ever heard about Black Pete?
Mm-mm.
Zwarte Piet. Is a feast here in the Netherlands when they celebrate. Yeah, it's actually it reminds us of slavery. Yeah, they dress, they paint themselves black. Yes,
Oh
they
yes.
put on afro
Yeah.
wig.
Yeah.
Yeah, and colorful clothing.
Yeah.
Yes, and the
They
white
even
dude
did
who
it in
is in
Germany
charge.
and yeah, yeah.
Yes, and the man in charge is an old man, white, of course, on a horse. Yes, and all the black
My
characters follow
goodness.
him on foot.
My goodness.
Yeah, it's just an image of slavery, but they call it a children's feast, you know?
My goodness.
Yeah. Now, this guy is from uh, Congo. Hmm. These are the weapons used. I will just forward because I want to show you something. Now, here, look at this. This is our problem. Yes. This is our problem here. This is our problem. Slave Girl or Slave Girls by Edmond Lafique from France. Negro slave girl consoling a European slave. They share the same fate. Until the middle of the 19th century, aris- aristocratic European ladies could also be sold as slaves by their creditors. And that's what we see here. Yeah, look, that's what we see here. This is the black Negro woman, Moindu, eh, consoling the Mundele slave who came from a good house, right? She came from a good house, but they had debts. They couldn't pay the debt. So the creditor sold them into slavery to get his money. And here you have the Mundele with a black woman put together. You see you see the strength of black women? You see the strength here. She could be a princess, something, a son of a noble from Africa. And it used to be a woman of stature in Europe. But who is consoling who here? Black woman are strong. Yes, of course you're strong. You are our ladies. You must be strong. Now, it's once again image of Indians. Let's skip them. Okay, let's go here. Now, look at this. Yeah? Look at this guy from Kongo here. Look at that guy from Congo.
Hmm.
Why can't he make it bigger? And then you have this woman from Monyolo. Does that say anything to you, Monyolo?
It sounds like also our language, my brother.
Yeah, but I can't place it really. Uh, Now you have Congo,
The other
Mondolo.
guy is Benguela, huh?
Yeah, above. Let's
And the
go.
other one Angola. All the four comes from us.
Yes, exactly. So you see here, from Benguela, that's in the south, and then you see Angola, which Benguela and Angola, Congo, all the same territory. Oh, and these were people, children of Congo, who were sold to Curacao, and they end up on Curacao, Haiti, Trinidad, Brazil, Cuba,
Bum rep
Jamaica, yeah, because
almost
Curacao
everywhere
functioned
there.
as a hub, as an economic center where they were selling, yes, Congo people, and the rest of African people whom they brought to the Caribbeans. It was an economic center of the Dutch, selling slaves, and those slaves went to Trinidad, Haiti, Jamaica, you know, Brazil, etc. Crazy. But They are beautiful people. If you look at them, right? They're not ugly. Look at them. Look at that lady, handsome lady. Look at the boys, good looking man. The right one can even be an American artist today. Yeah, this one on the top, Angola. He's a movie star in United States of America. Huh? This guy in the Congo, he could be a musician. Mm, close up. Beautiful. These are the children of Congo kidnapped from their homes, sold as slave men and slave women from Benguela, from Angola, taken onto Here you have Cabinda. You see, this guy's from Cabinda. Um,
Northern part of Angola.
yes, that's in the northern part of Angola, and then we have the west coast. Yes, the west coast represent. We see Mozambique, brothers from Mozambique were brought also.
They
Two.
suffer as well because of this Portuguese colony, no?
Yes, and the
Horrible.
Dutch.
And the Dutch, exactly.
And the Dutch. So we see he brothers from Mozambique and sister taken, also brought to the Caribbean, the Dutch Caribbean, to the islands. And once again, we have Congo. It's another portrait, and we see the Congo brother and sister who were taken. And this is all in Curacao, brothers and sisters. This is all Curacao. And Curacao, the name is also very important because Cura means to heal. And Curacao means the heart.
All right, Mbundu.
Yes. So Cura to heal and Curacao the heart. When the Portuguese came there, when they arrived at the island, they were fatigued, and they felt like they were dying. And the indigenous people, someone from there gave them a sort of fruit to eat, and that fruit had so much vitamin C that it restored their stamina, and that's why they called it Curacao, Cura, because they were healed. They said, "Hey, it's the island of Cura, the island of healing." Ah, yeah, yeah. Here, Benguela. People Google all these names, you will see it's Congo, 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 Benguela, Cabinda, yes, Angola.
But they have a lot of Congo pictures there. Because,
Yes,
brother, they
a
took
lot
the
of
most
Congo
of the slaves
pictures.
came from the Congo basin.
Oh man,
40% almost.
You-
40%.
and that's what we're
They,
trying to say, right?
yeah,
Hmm?
this is that what
A
most of the
lot. You
people
don't
wants to
see a lot of.
ignore.
I haven't seen Ashanti or Yoruba picture, only text.
Exactly. This is what I want to say
Only
now.
text. But a
These are
lot of
Congo
pictures.
pictures, Benguela, Cabinda, all what you seen there. These are Angola, here where I am now. This is where they come from. That's why you
Yeah.
have even here in the museum, yeah. Here's a big museum, a very dangerous one. Huh? You need big papers to enter. You need to have white skin if you want to enter this museum here, and big money you pay. I tell you, this is where
Big
the
money.
visitors will go with me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you,
We
this
must.
where you can see the names of the slaves. You know how they used to change the names from them from Angola here,
Mhm,
from the coast before they were sold. There are
mhm.
books, very old script. You know.
Yes.
I tell you.
Let's encourage our people. Everywhere where you come, if there is a museum of Congo, a museum of Africa, go visit.
Hmm.
Okay? visit and see what they write. You will always see Congo, Angola,
Mm.
always. Yeah, because most of the people came from that area.
Yes.
Okay, we are the children scattered, according to Joel 3, scattered by the nations
Mm.
to the east and west. It's
Yeah.
you,
It's the same
Benabengo
if you
Bena
see
Congo.
Tanzania or Kenya or whatever. You see many in this area. Also down Mozambique, you see many Muslims there, huh?
Mhm.
Because many Muslim also came to this part of Africa to enslaving our people from there. But if it comes, the most of the people that goes to the Caribbeans, America, Southern America, Brazil, Europe, they came from the Congo Delta,
Mhm.
huh? And
Exactly.
some, of course, of Ghana, Nigeria, okay, western part of Africa, because like we know, western part of Africa is not only Nigeria, Ivory Coast, Ghana, it's also Angola, it's also western. Hmm?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's correct, and that's what people miss when we say West Africa. You know, that's what they miss. They think it's only Ghana, Nigeria, and those areas, but it's also Angola. Um, okay. Now, look how beautiful they are, my brother. Huh? Look at these people from Benguela. Benguela is in the south, beloved. Benguela is in the south
South
of
Angola.
Angola.
Mhm.
Look at this
Very
beautiful
south.
picture. Look how well dressed they are.
It's
Look
almost
at that beautiful
Namibia,
woman.
Kalahari Desert. If you go down there, you will find the Kalahari Desert. These directions.
Mhm. And this is all in Curacao, people. If you just tuned in, we're talking about Curacao. And most of the slave, the majority of them came from the Congo. Yeah? And they name it Benguela, Angola, Congo, also Mozambique,
Look
and
here, these
Cabinda.
these people,
Yes?
these are 1600s. They look exactly like we look like. There's
Mhm,
no
mhm.
difference.
I have
Huh?
a picture. I have an old
Huh?
picture from my dad. I have an old picture from my dad, and he looks almost as him. You know?
You see? You
Yeah,
see?
almost. That's
If
amazing.
if this Kajem paper would leave us alone, brother, how far would we be, man? We have
Yeah,
400 years delay, man.
400 years
My
when they
goodness.
came to Congo. Yes, when they came to Angola, Congo, and they reached Mbanza, Congo. You know what they saw? You know what they say? They say we have found a kingdom
Mhm.
advanced. Yes, so advanced that they equal or even better than the European states.
Mhm.
And those Portuguese who arrived as first in Angola, they were so amazed.
Mhm.
Yes, because they would tell you, now that we were living in hut, but the old historians, the old travelers, when you read their reports, they say Angola, Congo was more developed and even equal developed, if one can say, as the European countries. Yes, and we were wearing silk, my brother.
Brother, in the
Silk.
even in the 1900s, when our family had to flee from Angola, huh? Brother, they passed on Portugal. My mother was from the beginning, as I think she was born a businesswoman. She saw Brazil, she saw all this. But when the time came that that my father said they must leave Angola, so he took almost all the family because we had enough money.
Mhm, mhm.
So they traveled. They passed Portugal. Brother, do you know that the Portuguese they lived in huts in the 1900s?
Yeah, my brother. The
Huh?
Portuguese, even before the Renaissance, right? So in the Middle Ages, what they also call the Dark Ages, Europe was living in total poverty. Yes, they were living in huts. The kings were living in barns. The same barns where you put your animals and things like that. They were living in huts and barns.
Brother,
So what are you talking about?
in the day that you want to come to visit Angola and you have to go to pass to make a stop in Portugal, brother, they think the people in Angola were the richest people on earth. Everywhere in every place where you can see other flights going, they do not have so many stores. But there, before if you come from another airport, from another country, you enter Portugal to now take the flight to Angola. Yaya, I don't know how long this is. I think you have to walk more than 45 minutes, and stores over stores, Gucci, Louis V, and brother, stores. It is a jungle. Do you know why? Because they say Angolan people will buy. I walked in a fast speed to. Hey, brother, I was like, how long is this? They say, oh no, Angolan people, tem dinheiro, they have money. I say,
Mhm.
my goodness, and you are Portuguese, you are white. You know,
Yeah. Now
that's it.
Portugal is not that
Poor
rich
people,
anymore. It's
poor people.
they are
Oh,
declining. They are
yeah,
declining.
my goodness.
And I once received a word that Europe will decline, financially, economically. It will decline and it will start in the south. Yes, in countries as Portugal, Spain, and then France, and it will go up.
Hallelujah.
It will start in the south. And that's what we're seeing. Portugal is declining economically, and the land is becoming poor and poor, and people are now even fleeing to Morocco to find work. From Spain and Portugal. Many of them are going to Morocco for work,
Yeah, yeah. In the time
or
of
going
COVID,
to
the
Angola.
Chinese people helped them. They helped the Chinese people show the world that they are the one that are feeding the world. Germany and France, they started to say we do not want to help you Portuguese or Spanish people no more. And they started to say, yeah, if it is so, then we are China now. They wanted to hang the China flag uh, you know, uh, in Portugal and in Spain, But then because they're a European nation, a European Union, they say, no, 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 we will give you money. No, 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 no problem, no China. But you see, Germany couldn't feed the people, France couldn't feed the people, but China had the rice, China had the food, China had the masks, China had almost everything. And even in the Caribbeans, in the time of COVID, brother, do you know in Brazil the people, the most of them didn't die because of COVID? Hunger. The people in the Caribbeans, some of them went up, and those that live up, they went down. They meet themselves in the midst and say, hey, you brother, where you going? I'm hunger, hunger. I'm going up. They say, what there? I just came from there. I better go down. And this
Hmm.
is what happened in the time of COVID. But no one is talking about that. Because how do you want feed people that lives in the Caribbeans, brother? Everything import, 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 brother. Do you get that? Which
Yes,
means
they
if
don't
real
produce.
problem comes, where does these people get the food from? It's not
And
Africa,
that's the danger
and
of
that's
being
why,
the,
yeah,
the
yeah,
food and
we
import.
can't say everything that the Tanzania is preparing for our people, but the Tanzania say our people will come by ships again home,
Hmm.
home. You know,
Yes,
one
it moves
day,
we are moving that direction.
even the prophecy shows us it will be like in the time of Noah, which means Caribbean. It sounds like huh? Even Australia right now have big problems with waters. The water level is getting higher.
Yes,
Australia had big problems. So what is with the Caribbeans now? If a storm or something happens bigger now because of the
yeah,
ozone,
yeah, yeah.
it
I
is.
don't want to.
I don't know how
I don't
to.
want to scare people. especially our brothers and sisters who are living in the Caribbean. But a few years ago, when I was on Curacao with my wife, Tatanzama showed us a vision, that a great flood came and swallowed the islands. Yeah, so I prayed with my wife together. We prayed, we declared also to one of those biggest church in Curacao. We told them, hey, you guys need to pray. Yes, we pray over it. So we pray that it doesn't happen. But you never know. You never know, because the Bible also states that the islands, many islands, will be wiped away by tsunamis and the things that will come to the earth. Hmm.
Hmm?
Beautiful people. Benguela, Congo, Angola. And it's another one from Mozambique. As you can see, Mozambique. Okay, this is just me filming the wall. Okay. Uh, Now look at this big ship, people. Yes, look at this ship. And this was one of those ships, that it's just one of those models of the ships that they use. Yes, to transport goods and slaves. Slaves were in the lowest deck. Yeah, that was the place where they kept the slaves. Yeah, in the other upper decks, they put all the drinks, alcohol and whatever what they were um, transporting. A big ship, big. It's very big. Uh, Huge. Look at that. You see this?
Mm.
Big ship, very huge. Yeah? And this is,
Very developed.
yeah, and that's what they used, eh? Slaves. Look at that. Uh, what's written there? Can
I think Jesus.
uh, la fête something? Da fête? Del fête. Something like that. And here you see, of course, right, you see the Dutch uniform, eh? What they used to wear. Okay, and then we can. Okay, yes. Now you will see something very funny. Hmm? Now this is just slaves, having some conversation. You will see something very funny. Just wait for it. It's me filming the wall again, stupid. Okay, look at this dance. You
Mhm.
see black people, in the back here, black
Samba, rumba,
woman
tango,
sitting
uh,
here, and you see
all
here a
these
black
dances. Yeah, yeah. Where does this
woman.
dances come from? Rumba, tango, and
It's
all this
my
rhythm.
dance, my brother. This
It's
dance
from
is
where?
named after me.
Really?
Look at here, Dance
Uh,
Landu. Look here,
oh,
Dance
yes. You
Landu.
see? You see? Angola,
It's
Kongo.
my name, Dance
Yes,
Landu.
yes.
Uh, you see that?
And one thing that I love, this that they sometimes, this is what you couldn't hear. They, sometimes it's very hard to speak about spirituality to people in the West, like Europe, Netherlands,
Yes.
Americas. But if you speak to our people in Jamaica, Haiti, and even in Curacao, they understand it very fast, you know, because I think they are even more close to Africa, yeah, than the people that are in Americas.
Mm-hmm.
Um, why? This is how you can see that Jamaicans used to go back to Africa for centuries now, you know, and even people from Curacao and all these countries, they still today they keep a lot of traditional things in their countries, like in Brazil,
Yes.
the hero Zumbi, and
Mm-hmm.
in
Mm-hmm.
Haiti, the revolution with,
Zombie Dango.
okay, I don't, I'm not a voodoo man, but they fought with voodoo against the colonizers. If it was voodoo, who knows? Huh? Because
Or
no,
spiritual
white
power.
people can tell me everything. If you are beat them up, then oh, it was voodoo, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But of course it exists. What I want to say is, uh, the people in the Caribbeans, etc., they know a lot about spirituality, a lot. So it is easier for them to understand the differences uh, about, you know, the spirituality from the Most High and the evil spirituality, because they already
Yeah.
understand what spirituality is.
Exactly. Exactly. But in the West, people are too westernized. There's too much entertainment
Brother, did you
for
ever
like
hear
here in the
from Hebrew
Netherlands.
Israelite talking about spirituality?
What?
Did you ever hear from Shikari preachers talking about spirituality?
Oh,
They have no ideas. They
oh
will
that's
tell you
that's
how they can dance the crip work walk in the club, but spirituality, no idea. And this is the point where really one day, if we go to the Caribbeans, you already have been there. It is very, very, it's very important to show them again how Congo spirituality works.
hmm definitely. Now here you see another scene, and it has the same title, Dance Landu. Yes, beneath. So it has the same title. Once again, black people. You see them carrying fruit baskets on their head. Now that's typical Congo, Angola. Yeah, it's typical. That's how they do till today. If you go to Angola, Congo, you will see women and young men carrying baskets on their head. And Landu dance is very beautiful, as you can see.
The Lando dance.
The Landu
My
dance.
goodness.
And here we see the capoeira. Yeah? We see the dance, the capoeira. And the dance, the capoeira, comes originally from Angola. Yeah, Angola, Congo. Um, it evolves from the Kimpasi school. Yes, the martial arts school called Kimpasi. Yeah, one of
Brother,
the
for me,
initiatory.
the strongest fight style in the world.
Yes,
Hmm?
yes. Martial art came and started in Africa. Yes, it started in Africa, not in China, in Africa.
People think if they see Chinese flying around, they think it's a truth, huh? Hmm? But I don't think that this small Jet Li can stand against a Nigerian warrior there. This is a one knock, and he sleeps forever, my friend.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's right. That's right. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we have now. Here you see. Africans, the Muindu, working. As you can see, they're just doing some work. And it's a funeral. But look at the back. What do you see in the back? Do you see these people here? In the back. Look at that. KKK, my brother.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
KKK members
Mm-hmm.
in the
Here we
back.
are.
Because KKK originated from the Catholic Church. Yes. Not from the American, from the Catholic Church. That practice, putting on that mask and killing people, it came from the Inquisition. It started during the Inquisition. So you see the KKK members there. I think they just killed someone. And here you see this man here carrying the dead. They are going to bury him. And if you look closely to the flag, you will see a skull in the flag. Right. In the right corner. You see that? In the right corner, you see a skull painted in the flag. And our people here kneeling before this white priest with the flag of the spirit of death. Okay. Okay, I will just move to show you. I don't know if it's here. Look, this was a, one of those chains that went around your neck. It's very, very hard. Imagine a thing like this on your neck for 3 months. Yes, 3 months in that hot, dusty, stinking, bacteria-filled ship. I also felt very heavy. It's incredible. You cannot imagine what those people went through. You cannot imagine the pain, the humiliation, the suffering. It's insane. And this all corresponds with the Bible. They will put chains upon your neck, yoke of
Hallelujah.
iron, until you are destroyed.
Hallelujah.
Okay, and this is, come on. Okay, now we will go downstairs. Oh, not yet. Okay, here. Now we go down, and it's like we enter into the boat, where they kept the slaves.
Exactly.
Yes, you see the chains there on the ground, and you also see the chains there on top. Yeah, so some slaves were on the top there, and some slaves were beneath it. Okay, excuse me, I haven't really made a good shot. But you can see all those chains, our people, those who experience this brutality really suffered, brother. They really did.
Only the devil can do something like that, brother.
Only the devil. You don't have heart, you don't have compassion, you don't have a soul to do something like this. So inhumane. Yeah,
And only the
inhumane.
black man can forget this thing.
They also
Oh,
force us to forget. They
brother,
also force us to forget. They
there are
remove
some
every
things you can't
historic
forget, my
document
brother.
in schools. They don't talk about what they did in schools. So who is educating our young? Who educated you? Did you talk
Horrible,
about
brother.
slavery in school? No.
Horrible.
You know. And that's what they do.
They thought about slavery in school in Germany
Yeah, but
very
not
well.
like this. Not
They
like
had
this.
like 3 or 4 months only talking about slavery, and this 3 or 4 months I was there only 1 month listening, because I started to become rebellious against the teacher. Because really, I started to tell him if he continues like this, that I would, I was very, very,
Yeah.
yeah. Because for the white people, it was like, wow, yeah, look at them, they're slaves, But in
Yeah.
Germany, they taught us. Do you know where they do not teach us these kinds of things? In Africa.
Hmm.
Africans do not even know why they are suffering like that. They think they just everything is normal like it is.
But do they care? Hmm?
They do not care. They
Do
don't
they
care.
care? And that's one of the
That's why
problem.
sometimes yeah, I think our job is just wasting time, my brother. It's horrible,
Yeah.
man. I tell you.
And it's a wall painting. It's a beautiful wall painting. See the slaves at work. The daily life. Uh, yeah, I think it's. I think we're done. We're good. It was a good
Indeed.
time. We have shown you a lot of material. From Curacao. It was the museum of transatlantic slave trade in Curacao. If you are in Curacao, you ever want to visit, the museum is called Cura Hollanda. Yes, it's called Cura Hollanda. So you can go and have a look. Um, yes, people. Yeah, we thank you for being part of this live broadcast. Yes, so as you have followed the live broadcast, you have come to realize that the people of Curacao, the Caribbeans, you are, most of you, not all of you, but most of you, the majority of you are the descendant of the children who were kidnapped, stolen, and taken from Congo, Angola, Congo. We even saw Kinshasa. Can you
Hmm.
imagine? Cabinda, Mozambique, Benguela. Those are all Congo territories, people. All of them. Masa,
I was really surprised to see, you know, how much evidence, okay, how much proofs that they used to show that the people, the most of them come from Congo.
mhm.
You know? Photos, all the photos that you show there. I don't think that you just pass through other photos, but
To
almost all
tell
the
you,
photos show that they came from
yeah,
the kingdom of Luango, which means they are the angels. They took the angels, kings and queens.
exactly.
They make slave ports, and Curacao was one of the slave ports, which means one of the stops. From
Mhm.
there, people went to America and all these
Yes.
kinds of, you know. And people must understand that, because sometimes people used to think, oh, they just preach Congo, just preach Congo. The slave trade started in Congo, even if we know that the Islamic slave trade started a little bit some couple of years earlier, but then Africa wasn't destroyed by changing the mindset of the kingdom of Congo, by
Mhm.
enslaving the kingdom of Congo, not only the eastern part, but all Africa. The complete concept from Africa felt. Hmm?
Exactly. That's something powerful you said. Very powerful. Because people need to understand there is a
It
reason
started with Diego
why the
Kauya.
yes, people need to understand that there's a reason why the Portuguese and the Spaniard and the Dutch fought over the territory of Congo. No? They were fighting over the territory of Congo. Why?
The
Congo
popes
was
came
the
there,
first
all the
kingdom.
religious scholars, always they
They
went there
always
to the
went to
Mbanta
Congo.
Congo, etc. To,
Exactly.
with the Biblia in the hand.
Yes,
It's
and
there.
to study the
The
people,
King
to
Solomon's
study the
Mines.
culture.
Very
And
powerful video.
let me
King
tell you
Solomon's
this:
Mines.
there was a Jesuit, a priest who went to Congo, and later in his journals he wrote the following. He said, "One does not understand the Bible culture until he visits Angola, Congo." That should tell you something. Right? That should tell you something. So why did he say that? Because in observing the culture, yes, the culture, in observing the culture, he understood and he discerned the law and the books which are written in the Bible. And that's why he said, one does not understand the Bible until he visits Angola, Congo.
Ingeta.
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 Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, people, it was an amazing session. I didn't think that it will go so long, but we have shown you the proof. Yes, our brother Massa is right. We talk about Congo, and you people think that we are only about Congo.
Hmm.
No, but Congo is you are Congo. In Jamaica, you are Congo. Curacao, you are Congo. In Haiti, you are Congo. In Brazil, in the
Brother,
United
even
States
in Nigeria, they
of
used to
America,
call it Niger Congo.
Niger, Congo, exactly.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Even in Nigeria, Benin, in Ghana, there are Congos also there. We are scattered. So when we talk about Congo, we are talking about all the children of Congo scattered all over the world, in Africa and outside of Africa. Yes, so understand that. Today we talked about Curacao, uh,
Ingeta.
and I
Do you
hope
make the
you have
last
seen.
prayer or should I?
Yeah, I hope you have seen the proof. And if there was any doubt, Tatanzama may take it away from you if you
Oh
are from
boy, Yaya
Curacao.
gave us attack him. Curacao is not like this.
Mm? If you attack me because of this video, then you must change your color. Okay, change
Oh,
your color. Hallelujah. Masa, would you like to bless the people?
okay. Thank you, Tatanzambi Amazulu, Father. A big opportunity, a great day, Father.
Hallelujah.
Everything that is said, it is also sealed. Everything that is closed here on earth is also closed in heaven. Everything that is open on earth is also open in heaven. Father, help our ministry, help our people, have mercy on us, Father, all over the world. We disobeyed you, Father, but in this time we will obey. We will do all your commandments. We will do all the things that you want. Just show us what we have to do. Yeah. Father, show us, guide us, unite us, Father. Show us to be patient, to have more love, okay, to have more tolerance to each other. Father, I also pray for everyone that loves to be one with us, hmm? To be one in your body, Father, because you are love. Father, help us to awaken our true being, our true heritage should given back to us. Our true home should be given back to us. Father, help our mothers and sisters, huh, to increase, huh, wealth, wisdom, hmm, to help their husbands in every aspect. Hmm? Tatanzambia Mazulu, as you have given me this ministry, Tata, bless Yaya Kefa's ministry, family, protect everything that he's doing, give him more and more in Geta.
Hallelujah. Ingeta. Ingeta. Tanzambi.
Yeah.
So, Bantu family, blessings to you until next time.